Hey, what's good, people? This is going to be a very short, quick video, really short and to the point. I'm just going to go over what took place a few days ago in regards of the Nipsey Hussle, killer being taken in police custody. This is the absolute nail in the coffin. This is it. It's over for all the naysayers and the doubters who are saying that, be quiet with all the conspiracy theories and, the government wasn't involved in Nipsey Hussle's assassination. Well, I'll just say, for all the dummies out there, I just want you to go back and think in your head, when was the last time that you heard of or you saw a so-called black getaway driver that was involved in a murder case get off scotch-free and not be taken into police custody? Okay, I want you to think back in your brain. When was the last time you saw a black getaway driver associated with a murder case not be taken into police custody? Okay, then I want you to think about how is it possible for this individual named Eric Holder to be a completely broke gangbanger in the streets? How in the hell did he get the money to afford O.J. Simpson's former prosecutor as a lawyer? Okay, and I know a lot of people listening, and I hate to sound mean, but I gotta just keep it real. A lot of people out there are very slow. So I'm gonna ask again, how in the hell did a broke ass gangster from LA named Shitty Cuz, how in the hell did he get the money to afford O.J. Simpson's former prosecutor as a lawyer? Who gave Eric Holder that money? Who gave Eric Holder the money and the finances to afford O.J. Simpson's former prosecutor as a lawyer? Who gave Eric Holder that money? And why in the hell is the getaway driver not being held in police custody? Okay? For all the dummies, for all the stupid idiots and the goddamn dummies, okay? Talking about you don't want to hear conspiracy theories. Guess what, folks? And this is for all the new subscribers. Guess what? I'm going to pull your ass out of the matrix. There's no fucking such thing as a conspiracy theory. There's no such of a fucking thing. That's a word, okay, that the elites came up with to label everybody who knew the corruption in the global government. Okay, so they needed a name to label us. Okay? All conspiracy means is planning. Let me repeat. All conspiracy means is planning. When we say conspiracy, or you call somebody a conspiracy theorist, you're saying that person knows the government's plan for one world government and world domination. Okay? That's the little synopsis and a little history on your word conspiracy. Okay? So you might as well just call us truth seekers and people who see things the way they are. Okay? And this is for, all the people out there saying that, Nipsey Hussle was somehow in on his own death and somehow faked his death and is an agent. Okay? Now, I said in my first video I did on this, if he's an agent, you're going to have to point out his agenda as an agent. So, the gematria, and when I say gematria, I'm talking about a form of numerology that is not original and that is not 100% accurate. Okay, I use Vedic numerology. So, all the gematria people out there, they're trying to say that Nipsey Hussle faked his own death. Now, let's put this into perspective, folks. Nipsey Hussle was about to release a documentary on Dr. Sebi, one of the greatest herbalists of all time, and was going to cost the pharmaceutical industries hundreds of millions, maybe even billions of dollars. So, okay, what kind of agent working for the government would work to expose something like that? What kind of agent working for the government would work to cause the FDA to lose billions of dollars? Okay? And guess what? If they wanted him to fake his death, do you know how contradictory that would be? Do you know how much money? Think about it. Think about this, folks. Do you know how much money it would cost to not only fake his death, but then to keep him alive, to have him in some fucking secret island or underground? You'd have to pay for his food and living expenses for the rest of his life. So let me get this straight. Instead of just killing him and just ending it, you're gonna waste more of your money as a Zionist elite just by keeping him alive for the rest of his life. People, you gotta think, folks. You gotta fucking think, okay? You gotta think. The gematria has caused you to lose a lot. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. All these motherfuckers out here talking about everything is a hoax. That is actually a government psyop, okay? It's actually a government psyop to have everybody think that every shooting is a hoax. So when the shooting happens near you, you're gonna be unprepared. That's the agenda. Okay? It's very obvious agenda. And then I got more idiots saying that Nipsey was just like Malcolm X. Okay? And then they called Malcolm X an agent. You got gematria clowns calling Malcolm X an agent. Guess what, folks? Malcolm X was living during a time where black people were being hung and tortured, okay, on a daily basis. So let me get this straight. Gematria ass clowns. This was going on a daily basis. So you mean to tell me that Malcolm X was just supposed to stand there and do nothing? You know what I'm saying? He wasn't supposed to use his platform to uplift his people and to try to separate his people from this? Are you fucking delusional? Like, dude, I mean, somebody, man, somebody has to spread the word. Somebody has to spread this word, man, and wake people up. You know what I'm saying? There's an agenda going on. And the agenda is to make it look like every leader with a darker skin shade, with a darker skin color, is an agent, okay? And that is a government agenda. That is a CIA agenda, and that goes for that goes for the whole hoax agenda as well. You know, to make people believe that all these shootings and all these assassinations are hoaxes. So when the shooting happens near you, okay, you're gonna find out that it ain't no fucking hoax. You're not gonna be prepared for it. That's the agenda, folks. That's the agenda, and you better wake up, because like I said, your time is short. Your time is real short. Then the gematria ass clowns, they want to compare Nipsey Hussle to Tupac. Guess what, gematria ass clowns? There's no comparison. There's no comparison. You know why? Tupac signed multiple deals with mainstream music organizations, mainstream music labels. Tupac had signed to Death Row, Interscope. He also was featured in mainstream movies in Hollywood, folks. So not only did he give the Zionist warlocks rights over his masters, rights over his music, he was also featured in mainstream Hollywood movies. So you already know what he had to do, okay, in the director's room to get leading roles in those mainstream Hollywood movies, okay? You already know what he had to do, okay? So when you talk about, Tupac going on his martyr mission, his martyr role, you're talking about something that he was ordered to do, okay? Tupac Shakur was the Black Serapis, okay? His mother got off of a 300-year life sentence as a Black Panther in the early 70s. Tupac's mother got off a 300-year life sentence as a Black Panther in the 70s. Okay, folks, the only reason that happened was because Tupac's mother agreed to become a CIA informant. Okay, guess what? If I'm wrong, how in the fuck did how was Tupac given two completely different sets of names at birth? Let me repeat. Tupac was given two completely separate names at birth. What I mean by that is he was given one first name, middle name, last name, and then he was given a completely separate first name, middle name, last name, separate from that at birth. So one of his names was Lassane Parrish Crooks. The other one was Tupac Amaru Shakur. They gave that to him in the first week of his birth. And guess what? Lassane Parrish Crooks has nothing to do with his real mother or his real father. Do the fucking research. Crooks is not his biological father's last name, and it's not his biological mother's last name. So where in the fuck did he get it from? You know where Crooks came from? It's because he was chosen to spread that vibration among his community. Crooks, his last name was Crooks. What did he spread? He spread thug life. You people, you better wake up. You better wake up and learn how to use proper discernment so you can know how to identify an agent from a real person from the streets trying to uplift the community. You better learn how to differentiate, one from the other. Okay, because Tupac was a government plant. Okay, and if you don't believe me, just go watch my Tupac's True Identity video, and then the video I did called Tupac the Black Serapis. You better wake the fuck up. Okay, that's all I gotta say. If this guy was really against the government, do you really think that the same universities that lied to us, the same fucking universities that lied to us, do you really think that they would put his teachings as part of their curriculum, okay, in the same goddamn universities that are spreading us lies? Are you really serious? Pfft, man, like I said, man, most of these motherfuckers talking about they're woke. No, they're sleep. They're fucking sleep, because they don't know how to differentiate a real martyr from a real agent. Because they don't do proper research. They just don't do proper research. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to use their proper discernment. But, that's really all I had to say on this topic. My next video, I'm going to be breaking down the Om, the whole significance of the Om. Like, when Buddhist monks chant the Om when they meditate, and all the symbology that ties into it. I appreciate everyone who supports RFG and Atlantean movement. Please like, share, and subscribe. It's the Chosen One Man. I'm out.